Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've done this. You're inside the Mind of Med. It's your boy, Big Med, right here. Doing this on V103.com right now. And in the studio with me is my girl, Sean Chase. What up, girl?
Hey. Going on?
Nothing much. Look at that. You don't sound like a 12-year-old right now. This is great. This is wonderful. But like I said, this is the Mind of Med, and I'm glad to have you as a partner in crime tonight.
You know what? I'm glad to be here. Long time in the making. So
yes, sir.
We'll definitely get it together tonight.
Yes, we are. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this thing right here. I was on Facebook earlier, and my girl Monique Spence, she put up just something about people not liking the violence on Scandal last week. And a gentleman jumped on there and basically said that he didn't like the show because he thinks that Olivia Pope is a bad representation of black women. Because he basically called her a hoe.
Oh.
Because she is sleeping with a married man, and then he didn't like the representation of the black woman because she's not showing interest in the successful black man.
Well, he's annoying. You talking about the boyfriend?
Edison.
Edison is a cornball.
The broad, I like to call him. I'm not a big fan of Edison. I'm like, Edison, if you don't shut up and stop whining. Oh, my
First of all,
God.
he doesn't have any facial hair. That's first and foremost.
What?
He doesn't have any facial hair, so he already looks funny from the jump. Like, they could have casted somebody else, like, in order to make, it seem more appealing. Like,
now, wait a minute.
I'm sure,
the president got no facial hair?
He looks like, his face looks waxed. It doesn't look good. His face looks
Who does?
like he gets...
The black guy?
From Bliss, yes. Like, he gets his face waxed. Like, just wax everything from my eyelid down. Like, he looks horrible. His face, it's too clean.
It's too clean.
She needs somebody like the president. I mean, he's just...
Okay.
He's awesome.
Now, here we go. See,
I rock with the president. His wife, like, do you watch Scandal?
I watch Scandal.
Are you addicted to Scandal?
I love Scandal.
Yeah, I mean...
Now,
their chemistry is just everything.
It is. It's really good. But here's my issue with the whole thing. And first of all, let's just knock a few things out here. Do you believe that Olivia Pope is a hoe?
No.
She's not a hoe?
No. I mean, look how long it took for her to give Waxface, the goodies.
Well, she had already given him goodies.
And she quit him because he was a cornball. He was a cornball, like guaranteed cornball.
Okay. Now here's my thing. Now I don't believe she's a hoe. My definition of a hoe is.
You better not say Olivia Pope is a hoe.
No. Olivia Pope is not a hoe.
Oh, okay.
No. My definition of a hoe is a woman that technically sleeps with a lot of men. Cat sex, smash the homies. You can't smash the homies, especially
Danger.
that.
You remember Danger?
I remember Danger.
Jeez.
Yeah, thank you, Ray J, for introducing that to the world.
And Kim.
But so I don't think that, because think about it. She's in love with the president,
He's in love with her.
He's in love with her. And
she is his heir.
Now, is she morally right? No.
No.
Is she a homewrecker? Yes.
No. Well.
How you say no?
Okay. So I'm not necessarily going to say no that she's not a homewrecker, but I think I saw something on Facebook recently, or it may have even been Twitter, and I had someone ask, like, if the husband is no longer in love with the wife, but he's with her for various reasons, then is it okay for him to cheat? Like, where do you cross the line? I mean, if you look at his wife and the patterns of his wife, like, she just wanted to be the first lady, 100%.
Okay.
Even if it took into consideration, like, her doing ballots in that little town in Ohio, and like things that the president doesn't know about.
Right.
So that he's even able to be president to begin with. Like, her motive and her strategy goes beyond her husband.
All right.
So, I mean, it's one of those things, like, if he doesn't like his wife or whatever the case might be, then that their home may already be wrecked within the two of them.
Yeah.
So Olivia, she's just like, a little addition or something.
I love this. I really do love this BS that you're spitting out right now, because no, hold on.
But no.
Hold on.
Let me go back, though. It's not all Olivia's fault.
Wow.
It ain't. I mean, it's the president's fault too. What is he? Because he's a president. It's not a big
Okay,
deal.
okay, you're right. You're right. It takes two to tango, all that good stuff, whatever. But here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? If you break this down, because somebody actually said this, and I really agree with this. When it comes to infidelity, especially with black women, they're all in your face and how bogus you are, yada, yada, yada. But when you watch Scandal, it's like, oh, that's so cute. He's still married. You know what I'm saying? Still kind of wrong, but still, I feel like the show, I have no problem with it. It's a drama. It's fiction, but still. The show makes it look like it's okay to cheat. Like
it doesn't.
The hero.
No, it does not.
What did you say at the beginning of this, man? Fitz is, that's her boo. It's okay.
Dude.
It's her guy.
It's
They need to get it together. What are you talking about? The man's married with a child on the way. How bogus is that?
But that child was, that child was a whole
Oh
other
my gosh!
situation.
Every time you bring it, you have an excuse for.
I don't have an excuse.
You have an excuse
My
for the
name isn't Olivia Pope.
for the trifling ways of this woman.
No, I'm not justifying her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not justifying him.
You
know what? I thought about something earlier today. See, my grandmother.
Right.
You better not call my grandmother a hoe.
Oh my gosh!
My grandmother.
Right. This is great. Put me in this situation.
Listen. My grandmother was in love with a guy. And she was like 17, 18, what have you. Back in South America because my grandmother's West Indian.
Right.
So in any case, she fell in love with a guy.
Mm-hmm.
The guy moved on he moved to like another part of, Guyana, somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And got married wherever he was. She got married, and then when she thought he was gone,
right,
she found him again.
Right.
His wife left him.
Okay.
So then he was stuck with these kids to raise by himself.
Okay.
At the time, and it remained their friendship now. Following me?
I'm with you.
You sure?
Hold on. Grandmother was 17, met a guy left, guy got married.
Grandma got married.
They
both had kids.
Guy comes back in grandma's life. He is
Grandma
still
and
married
grandpa
technically.
Separated. Yes, grandma and grandpa are separated.
And the other guy's wife is missing and he got kids. Go ahead.
Exactly. So unfortunately, they tried to rekindle their friendship and then relationship, although they both had prior commitments. They're still in love to this day.
Okay.
Even though they literally can't be together. And it's been like 60 years.
Wait a minute.
59 years.
Wait a minute. Okay, before I go back to Olivia Pope, let's talk about your grandmother real quick.
You better not call my grandma a hoe.
I'm not going to call her a hoe. She's not a hoe. She's not with them.
Yeah, all right.
My thing is, where'd dude's wife go? Is she back?
Yeah, she came back.
Oh, she came back.
And even though he's in love with my grandmother, he decided to stay with his wife for the sake of the kids.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I bring up grandma
to
say that in certain cases you can end up with the wrong person.
Okay.
And it may be too late.
Okay.
So that could be the case for Olivia and Fitz.
Oh, okay, cool. See? Yeah, I see. Yeah, excuses. So let me ask you a question. If you're married and you got a husband and he has a side chick that he's in love with, it just so happened that, he fell in love with somebody else. Still likes you, but he, and you're married, but he fell in love with somebody else. And he's having sex with this other person and all this other stuff. This woman who is a model of, she's a great person, really nice,
Olivia?
No, just the person that's sleeping with your husband, husband.
In
your husband is sleeping with this woman who is a very nice person, really good person. She just fell in love with your husband, and he fell in love with her.
Right.
This woman is what?
A woman.
To you, and you don't think? What do you think of this woman? I'm guessing you're not too fond of this person, right?
I mean,
I'm just saying, you're not too fond of her.
I have a whole different outlook on relationships. It'll take us longer than an hour to get through that.
Yeah.
So I would say I would look at her as being the other woman.
Of course.
First and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I mean, yes, would I find that she was wrong?
Right.
Yes. Not implying that Olivia is not wrong.
Right.
But at the same time, like, if there were some situations beyond my control, and it almost seems like the wife on Scandal condones her husband being in love with somebody else as long as he doesn't screw up the presidency. So it's one of those things. Personally, I mean, it'd be something I'd have to, seriously
deal with.
Gotcha. Yeah.
This is so confusing.
You fool with that?
I'm just thinking that when it comes to this show, and like I said, it's a fiction, it's a drama. Shout out to Shonda Rhimes, who is awesome at this thing. It's just, you know, and I talk to other people, it's just, yeah, she is black. That when it comes to Scandal, it's almost like we condone the black woman, you know, sleeping around with a married man. We condone. It's like it's okay for us, you know what I'm saying? But when we see certain situations, like for instance, I bring up Alicia Keys, you know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Ooh. See?
No.
We bring up Alicia Keys. I always bring her up because
bring up Gabby too. Then
you can bring up Gabby too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the hate that went right at them, and I'm thinking it's mostly because the wives of these men made such a scene about it, and you saw the hurt and the pain of them.
Yeah.
But the way that we treat, like I saw women treat Alicia Keys, and anytime you see like a story about her, homewrecker, she's terrible, yada yada yada, and Gabby the same way. I'm not saying you did, but you know what I'm talking about. You saw it.
I mean, definitely.
And like, so that's the mentality I see in some women about that. When it came to Alicia Keys, I could care less because I was like, I don't know what Swizz was telling her
it
and
was
feeding
all
her.
spectacle that she was kind of gay anyway, so it was kind of surprising she was with a man from the jump.
Wait, what?
It's neither here nor there, though.
How did we get there?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I mean, you tell the truth. You didn't ever think that Alicia Keys might have been a little, you know, L word.
A little butch?
Yeah.
Well, when she first came out, she was kind of hood.
No.
But she softened up a little bit.
Right.
She still had all the right pieces. What happened? I'm sorry.
You
Continue.
know what? And on the flip side, I mean, this has been a conversation that has gone on, you know, at brunches, at dinners, at girls' nights, at the whole nine.
Right.
And people are always so quick to look at the woman.
Right.
In terms of Alicia Keys, in terms of Gabrielle Union, even with Olivia Pope, even though she's fictitious.
Uh-huh.
What about the man?
What about him?
Like, for instance, with Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz. First of all,
you don't know what he's telling her?
Exactly.
Right.
You don't know, like, because from what it appears to be is that Alicia Keys and Mashonda never had any conversations or they weren't friendly.
Mashonda said she knew. I don't know.
Exactly.
It's a hearsay. No one really knows.
But here's the thing.
Go ahead.
She was with her husband for how long?
I don't know.
Let's say, 9-10 years?
Okay.
And their oldest son, their son is his second son.
Uh-huh.
And his son before his first child.
Right.
Is younger than the length of their relationship.
Okay.
So, was Alicia Keys the first person that he's messed around on her with?
The math, I got lost. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if they've been together for 10 years.
Right.
If his oldest son is 7.
Got you.
Their son is 4.
Okay.
That means he what? Had a baby on her.
Right.
She knew who she married.
Got you.
Next.
Ooh.
That's it.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Well, to put a little cherry on this one, why do you think people are just so in love with this show? Scandal.
Black woman in power. Olivia Pope is a woman that has, I mean, there has not been a black woman on a primetime television show in decades.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with Olivia Pope, she takes care of everything. She's the fixer.
She's the fixer?
So, I mean, that's what's dope about it. Kerry Washington, as an actress, is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from
Broomhilda.
She Hate Me to, you know, when she was a booster in that one other movie, what was it called, Snatch or something? Like, she has, like, these amazing roles.
Broomhilda.
With her being, what is this with you in this Broomhilda? What is that?
That's from Django. She's in Django. She's Broomhilda.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you need to.
It was 3 hours. I don't have that type of attention.
Oh, my God.
I can't tweet during Django. That might not be a good look. I can't Instagram during Django.
You can't Instagram through any movie. It's dark and it looks bad. Really?
No, I'm kidding.
Really?
I'm
okay.
Kidding.
Yeah, okay.
I'm kidding.
All right, so what we come down to, we can come to the conclusion that that Olivia Pope is not a hoe. Every black woman wants to be like her. And and Swizz Beatz was the reason why Alicia Keys and it's blame Swizz.
Exactly.
There you go. We'll be right back, but here you go. Gotta have it, Jay-Z and Kanye West.
Turn my headphones up. Louder.